funder of government schools.
The member for Chisholm.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister for the Environment and Energy, representing the Minister for Education and Training. Will the Minister advise the House how the government's wide-ranging education reforms will deliver choice, fairness and opportunity for students and families? Is the Minister aware of any alternative approaches?
The Minister for the Environment and Energy, representing the Minister for Education.
And I thank the member for Chisholm for her question and note her deep commitment to ensuring better school funding for the 40 schools in her electorate. Indeed, I had the great pleasure to visit Koonung Secondary College with her last year to see where she got a rock-star welcome, Mr Speaker, knowing how strongly she defends the schools in her electorate. Now, education is absolutely critical to our future prosperity, to our future harmony, Mr Speaker, and that is why it is the first defence of the nation. Now, in our school funding reforms that we have announced, we will be supporting students on the basis of need. We will be giving them, for the first time, the real Gonski need-based funding, Mr Speaker. We'll be ending the 27 special and secret deals that the Labor Party cut. We will be ensuring $18.6 billion worth of new funding over the coming decade, Mr Speaker. This will include an announcement tonight of an additional $2.2 billion in tonight's budget, a 75% increase in school funding over the next decade. And we've also tasked David Gonski to do an inquiry into ensuring how we get better results. How do we get more excellence for the money that we spend, building on the reforms that we already have underway to get better parental engagement, better school autonomy, Mr Speaker, better work around phonics and literacy and reading skills, Mr Speaker. And that is why our reforms have been welcomed from everyone, from the Primary Principals Association to the independent schools, to the Australian Council of State School Organisations, to the Grattan Institute, Mr Speaker. And the work that we have done on schools complements the announcement that we've made around preschool funding, an extra $428 million to ensure 15 hours of preschool funding for the year before these kids start school, benefiting more than 340,000 children, Mr Speaker. And of course the higher ed reforms. There won't be any full-fee deregulation. There won't be a 20% cut to universities, and we'll ensure a world-class loan program, Mr Speaker. Back in 1942, the founder of our party, Sir Robert Menzies, in a Forgotten People's address, said, "But over every score should be written in gold." Here we deal with our future, Mr Speaker, and today our school reforms, our reforms to preschool education, higher ed reforms will ensure greater excellence, a more sustainable future and a fairer system for education for all.